Hey Hans, so I'm in a little bit of a different setting. Basically, I'm in my boyfriend's parents' room because basically my boyfriend's playing PlayStation and I don't want to moan at him to get off because I do all the time when I want to film. So thought I'd be nice, change it up a little bit, come in here, and yeah, have a little bit of a different setting for you guys. But basically, today's video, as I'm sure you know by the title, is a tutorial or sort of top tips on how to put on eyelashes, fake eyelashes. So I wear fake eyelashes every single day. If I'm wearing no makeup, like no base makeup, I'll put on like a more natural pair of eyelashes. I will not go anywhere without fake eyelashes. They are my life. Some of you may know already, I have my own eyelash brand. Big up SCL Lashes. There they are right there. Now this pair have already been opened and used, so hence they might look a little bit different. There we go. Basically, I have my own brand of them, of eyelashes. I've worked really, really hard on it and done it all myself, so I'm really, really proud of myself. But they are, at the moment, when I'm uploading this video, they are sold out because every time I get new stock in, you guys are so quick on it that there's never time to say, oh, there's stock. It's kind of like, I have stock, I don't have stock because you guys buy it so quickly. But I will be restocking very, very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I will link my website and the Instagram for my brand down below if you do want to check it out. But yeah, a lot of people have basically told me that they struggle with putting on fake eyelashes. A lot of people I know personally say they struggle with angling it right and cutting them and etc. Every little step. So I'm gonna basically give you a full tutorial on how to put on your fake eyelashes. Things you will need. Number one is a mirror. I'm using this handheld mirror from Jazzle Dazzle. It is personalised with my initial S. You will also need, of course, lashes. If they're new, you'll also need a pair of scissors because you're going to need to cut them down. A pair of tweezers and some eyelash glue. Now, let's talk eyelash glue. There are loads on the market. My personal favourite is the Duo eyelash glue. Now, I've tried a few of them. I like this one, which is the white one. I also like the dark one, which is like a wand and a pot, and it's like a brush, and you brush it on, like the brush-on adhesives. I like those. I think they're quite good. But yeah, I think my favourite is the classic good old Duo white glue. It depends what you're going for, really. I prefer to use a dark glue if I've got eyeliner on, just because it dries dark. But the white glue dries clear, so it's up to you. As you can see, these lashes on at the moment, you hopefully shouldn't be able to see any glue. Let me just take these off. Now, when taking them off, very important, you pull from the outer corner gently, and you pull this way. I often like close my eyes a little bit as that helps. But do not just pull them off from the middle or the front. Pull them off from the outside. I've found that this is the easiest way to get them off, the most gentle way to your lashes and the fake lashes, because you don't want to break them. Oh my god, I look so different. I feel like I look bald without my eyelashes. Like, I don't look like me. Some of you may have seen my full in-depth tutorial on how to clean your eyelashes. Now, you don't have to do that between every use. Normally what I do between every use is just pick the glue off, you know, make sure there's no glitter or anything obvious on them, and then I re-wear them. I just pick off the glue and they're good to go. You'll know when they get to the stage that they need like a full wash. Okay, now mascara. I obviously still have mascara on. I normally do my mascara before my eyelashes anyway, and I normally do eyeshadow if I'm doing it before my eyelashes, just because you can get in there a lot easier. And with mascara, you want to have your eyelashes prepped and ready. So I've already got mascara on, so we're ready to go. Now, the first thing I do is I take my Duo eyelash glue, or any eyelash glue that you guys want to use, and basically I squeeze it out onto a flat surface. Now, I always use the top of compacts or literally anything, but the top of your eyelash box will do. I literally just squeeze out a bit on top of the container. You don't need a lot, like a pea-sized blob like that will be absolutely fine. Then what I do is I take the edge of something, like a pointy edge, so I often use the edge of my tweezers, and I'll dip that into the glue, get some of it on the edge, and I'll use this to go onto my eyelashes. Then literally, I can't see what I'm doing because I'm doing this backwards. Just get a little bit more of the glue. And what you want to do is cover the lash band start to finish, like so. I've put glue on both of the eyelashes. Now what I do is just obviously wipe this off on like a cloth or a cotton pad or something, so that it's ready to go and you don't get it stuck on anything. I'm just going to use my top. Now you want to wait for a little bit. I normally put the glue on my lashes and then I go in and do my mascara so that I know I've got like a little time killer in between and I'm not just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. But I normally leave them quite a while because if you put them on when they're too wet and when the glue's still really wet, you're just going to struggle. They're just going to slip all over your eyes and it's going to be really difficult. So I normally leave it, they say to leave it like 30 seconds, but I leave it definitely a lot longer than that. Like I say, just because I find it a lot easier when it's a bit tackier rather than wet, but you'll find your perfect time, if that makes sense. What I recommend for everyone to do is test out what works best for you. So test out how long to leave them for, test out every little step to work out what works for you, because what works for me might not work for every single one of you, but you can take the sort of step by step and adapt it to yourself. Another thing I want to mention while I wait for these to get tacky is cutting your eyelashes. Now these are already pairs that I've had cut to fit my eye shape, but basically what you want to do is when you get your new pair of lashes, put them on your eye. So put them sort of on your lashes as if you were to put them on, and see how much of an overcut you have, how much is overhanging on the outer side. And then what I normally do is grab them, so where my nails are, I grab them by that side, and then I know where to cut them, if that makes sense. So probably should have shown you guys that, but here we are. That is what I do when I get new lashes, just to make sure that I cut them to fit my eye. We've all made that mistake where we buy a pair of lashes and we don't cut them down and we end up with it too long and it just looks ridiculous. I've been there. I did that when I did my own prom makeup and it looked awful. I had just this sticky out bit. It just looked ridiculous. Okay, now when they're ready to go, what you want to do is pick them up, and what I do is I pick them up with my hands off of where I let them rest. I normally just let them rest on my desk, and then I put a pair of tweezers in the centre, so just like that. So I'm holding them in the centre basically. Now I'm going to try my best to show you guys, but it might be a little bit difficult. But basically what you want to do is put the centre in the centre, so match it up with the centre of your own eyelashes. This is the weirdest angle I've ever done my eyelashes in my life. I normally keep my eyes open for this step, but slightly look down. Place it there and let go. Now as you can see, that's not completely stuck down, but what we then do is go in with the inner and outer corners. So you go in with the outer corner, position that and make sure that's stuck down, and then the inner corner. So grab that, position that and make sure it's stuck down. Now often what will happen is there'll be a little gap in between your lashes and the fake eyelashes. It's easy to combat this. Basically what you want to do is pull it at all 3 points again. And as you can see, that makes it look a lot better. You can see some of the glue is still drying. So we'll leave that one to dry and we'll do the other eye. So I'm looking down. This is how I normally put on my eyelashes. I'm looking down at the mirror and having the mirror facing like an angular up, if that makes sense, like this. You might have to sometimes play around and go back and forth between the 3 points just to make sure that you get them completely where you want them to be. These at the moment I can feel that they're still a little bit loose just because the glue hasn't dried completely, and you can tell because you can see the white. Now once this is dried, I've got a few little tips and tricks on how to keep them on all day. Mine literally do not come off. And also, oh my god, Maxine, what are you doing in the background? Everyone, this is Maxine. If you haven't met Maxine before, this is Maxine. It's my little pillow that you put your arms through as well. Wait, like this. Little Maxine, we're buddies. Sorry, go over there. Has that been in the background the whole time? I didn't even notice. Another thing I would suggest is finding the right eyelashes for your eyes and the occasion. So normally on a day-to-day, I like to wear more natural lashes. That's a lie, I've literally just lied. Normally day-to-day people tend to wear more natural lashes. I don't really mind. Some people would never dream of wearing these on a day-to-day, and some people this is really understated. So it all depends on your personal preferences and basically what you want to wear. So I normally wear big, massive, fluffy lashes if I've got lots of eyeshadow on because I still want people to be able to see my lashes. So I'll wear big, extravagant ones, whereas I wouldn't wear them sort of normally because they might look a bit much for me and my personal preference. But it is all about your personal preference, and that's why with my own brand, I'm trying to create a little something for everyone and a little something for everyone's occasion, if that makes sense. Okay, a little trick that I like to do is a little bit weird, but basically I get my hands and I squeeze my natural lashes to the lashes. So you want to wait until the glue is a little bit tacky. You don't want to do it when the glue's still wet because the lashes will literally just slide off. And basically that will sort of seal them and make sure they are stuck to your lashes so that they don't come off. And as you can see, if you look at this eye, it's a lot more seamless, whereas this eye, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's kind of a little bit of a gap. It's a little bit thicker here than it is here because this I have pressed down to my natural lash. The glue's a little bit wet still, but I've pressed it down to my natural lash so that it's as close to my lash line as possible without actually being in my lash line. Can you not? Okay, so that was my lash application tutorial video. I hope you guys actually found this helpful because, like I say, it's so highly requested. I hope you guys use this tutorial. If you do, make sure to let me know. I hope you guys did enjoy the video and hope you don't mind the different sort of scenery. All my socials, everything will be linked down below. I'm now streaming on Twitch as well. Every now and then I do sort of Black Ops 4 streams. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.